Hello everyone, today we're going to be taking notes on Chapter 1, Lesson 3, Rates. Please take notes in your math notebook. Some of you may be thinking, what is a rate and how is it different from ratios? So let's go ahead and read the vocabulary. So a rate, so go ahead and write the vocabulary down. A rate is a ratio comparing two different kinds of units. So a ratio, remember, compares two quantities or two numbers, okay? But a rate compares the ratios with units. And remember, units have some type of meaning. So in this case, it's 8 muffins for $6. So the unit here would be muffins and dollars, or money, right? So this would be a rate because it has units on it. A unit rate is a rate that has a denominator of 1. So the number on the bottom is 1. This is a regular rate, but this one here, after simplified, it is a unit rate because it tells us what it is for 1 unit. So at first you have 12 puppies for 6 students, but how many puppies are there for 1 student? Well, 2 puppies. Okay, for 1 student. So this is a unit rate, an example of that. What is a unit price? Now price, it has to tell you with money. So when you go to the store, right, and you buy 1 box of, let's say cake mix, right, that would be the unit price. So maybe it's $3.99 for a box of cake, right? So that would be a unit price. So in this case, it's $36 for 4 tickets. Here is the rate, but the unit price here would be, you divide by 4, and you can find out how much it is for 1 ticket instead of 4, and this is the unit price. All right, here's your first example. So Samantha picked 45 oranges in 5 minutes. Write this rate as a unit rate. So the first step that you have to do is find the rate. And it's important that you use the rate in the correct order here, just like the ratios. So let's go ahead and write 45 oranges and then in 5 minutes. All right, so the next step is we have to find the unit rate. And remember, the unit rate means that it has a 1 on the denominator. So that means I have to get this equal to, instead of 5 minutes, I want to know how many oranges she can pick in 1 minute. Well, how do I get to 5 minutes to 1 minute? I have to divide by 5. So 5 minutes divided by 5 would give me 1 minute. So if I divide by 5 on the bottom, I have to divide by 5 on the top. So 45 oranges divided by 5 oranges is, 9 oranges. So what this means is that Samantha picked 9 oranges in 1 minute. The question actually asks for, write this as a unit rate. So the unit rate is 9 oranges in 1 minute. Let's go on to the next problem. So here's our next example. It says an adult's heart beats about 2,100 times every 30 minutes. A baby's heart beats about 2,600 times every 20 minutes. How many more beats does a baby's heart beat in 60 minutes than an adult's heartbeat? So our first step is I have to write my rate for my adult's heartbeats and my baby's heartbeat. So let's go ahead and find the adult's heartbeat. So I'm going to write adults is 2,100 beats for 30 minutes. So I'm going to write adult here to keep my work organized. And then I have 2,100 beats for 30 minutes. Then I have for my baby's heartbeat, I have 2,600 times for 20 minutes. So I'm going to write baby, and it's 2,600 beats for 20 minutes. All right, the next thing that it asks is how many more beats does baby's heart beat in 60 minutes? Okay, so that means I have to change all of these to get to 60 minutes. So the rates for 60 minutes, so we have to get each one 60 minutes. So I'd have to multiply, in order to get from 30 to 60, I'd have to multiply this one by 2/2. So 2,100 beats times 2 is 4,200 beats for 60 minutes. And for this last one here, I have to get to 60 minutes also. So to get to 60 minutes on the bottom here for the baby, I would have to multiply the 20 times 3, and that would give me 60. So I multiply the top and the bottom by 3. Well, what is 2,600 times 3? Well, that's 0, 0, 6 times 3 is 18. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 more is 7. So I have 7,800 beats in 60 minutes. But my final question, it says, how many more beats does the baby heart beat? So that means we need to subtract the 7,800 beats from the 4,200. So I have 7,800 minus the 4,200. So I have 3,600, right? So the baby's, I'm going to use the question, the baby's heartbeat (3,600) more beats in 60 minutes. So the baby's heart beats 3,600 more beats in 60 minutes. All right, that's the end of this lesson. So remember, the difference between rates and ratios is rates have units attached to them. Ratios are just numbers or quantities.